Hey everybody, it's Nick Inman, founder of VolumeProfileTrader.com on Wednesday, January 23rd, and looking at the markets, basically the markets have sold off from Apple's earnings. Apple is off huge, trading around 460, and this is a pretty big deal, and it's something that you need to pay attention to because it's going to be setting up your trading for the rest of the week because there's some economic news too. So looking at what the market's doing, it's all going to be based off of the Apple trade tomorrow. So watch the NASDAQ and watch for, basically Apple to lead the markets one way or the other. I'm going to zoom in here to get a good sense of what's going on here. And it's pretty simple. Lately, since the beginning of 2013, we've had a steady uptrend, right? And we've talked about this. I haven't had a video in a while, but I did say on any weakness, do look for buyers, and we have seen that. So that's one thing to look for. Now, in this short term, there is no support, in my opinion, in this market, no real support until you get back down to around 1471. So pay attention to that. Realize that there is about 15 points in the market right now as we currently stand at 1485. That could be sucked out of the market, and there could potentially be nothing wrong with the market. So keep that in mind. You don't want to necessarily be a part of a move. I should say you don't want to be buying here if it looks like the market could possibly roll over and test that 1% down. Why buy something 1% more expensive than what you could get it? That's part of discipline, and it's important to have this. So you can see it's pretty clear. The dips have been bought, and more recently, it's getting more aggressive. We're 1 hour of downside, and it's immediately being bought, and you're just seeing this slow rise to the upside. So keep that in mind. I want to look at a few names here, Apple mostly, and you can see as I have included overnights or included the extended session, traded as high as 528 or so, as low as 457, and now trading 463. So that's a pretty big move. What I'd be looking for is some type of retracement off that level. So if you're a day trader, Apple's definitely one to watch. It's probably going to be a little whippy, but give it some time and it's probably going to work out in your favor. Now on the other hand, Google, you had a nice move after earnings to the upside, and I'm going to, let's see, get rid of that. Bear with me 1 second. Show extends. Alright, from Google, what I was looking at was this move here from the lows to the high. And I'm going to pull some Fibonacci's on you really quick. From the low to the high, you basically had this 100% retrace, which I thought about buying this for members, not into earnings, but just for a quick trade from basically under 700 up to 705, a quick flip. That ended up being, a profitable trade, but the real trade was to hold over earnings. But that's a gamble. So just keep that in mind. As far as where we're going in Google, keep an eye on this point of control here. And here, let me adjust this. Here's your fibs. 735 or so down to 734. That's an area that you want to watch. 735 to 737, that was probably your level. 21% to 23% retrace. You want to look for opportunities there, and give this time to work its way out, but this could provide for something that could lead to more upside. Goldman Sachs, now this one just, up and away. It continues to outperform to the upside. This one's tough. You can't be a buyer here because it doesn't make any sense. What's really frustrating is we bought back down to around 122 and took profits a while ago, so that's a little frustrating. Nothing to do here. Citigroup, actually you may have a trade here. Short term, and it may be to look for a little downside depending on where it opens, but you basically have what was resistance. You have resistance, basically resistance. Now you have the point of control also for the current month. I'd be looking for a potential trade down to around 41.25, the value area low, this high volume area. Keep an eye on it. If you get some selling pressure, I think you can go with it. Try to get your stop to break even as soon as possible, and you should be okay. Let's look at, I guess, at the other names. American Electric, we're going to go ahead and stay long this name. This is working out in our favor. Gold, we'll continue to watch this. What I'm looking for here is more consolidation. Let's see if we can hold these levels. And if we do, then we'll look for more upside. If we don't, we'll get out the trade at break even. So far, so good. Our timing on this wasn't great, but we are in profit territory, so that's good to see. Let's see. DuPont, this is working out in our favor. Just let it work. Let's see if it can creep up a little higher. 48.30 is the target. Microsoft, they report earnings, let's see, on 24th after the market, so tomorrow. Hopefully we get a little pop where the plan is, I'm going to send out a message for an adjustment on this, but we want to stay involved through earnings. However, we want to make sure that we take off some profits, because we do have decent profits for a slow mover like Microsoft, and we just want to keep that in mind. I haven't checked out Boeing. This is one that we got chopped up in, but I want to stay with it. I want to keep this on our radar, because I don't think this idea is over. It just has to work its way out. The last trade, Euro. Now, this actually worked out immediately today, like literally within minutes. This was an instant 30% winner. We bought the 132 FXE February puts right against the point of control for the current month. Then it proceeded to slam, broke some levels, and then just continued throughout the rest of the day to rebound. So what we want to do, that position's up like 10%. We want to watch it, and we want to make sure that we are not letting this thing come back in our face, taking a break even if we have to. That's not a problem. What you want to see is this thing come back and retest 133 and below. But what I see is a market that kind of wants to test lower levels, or that's what I'm looking at least. Kind of like what it looked like back here. I'm kind of seeing the same thing. There's a lot of empty volume here that, in my opinion, needs to be filled or should be filled at some point in time. And if that's the case, then you could really see a move down to 131.25 or so. And that's a pretty significant move, especially having some puts on. So on the opposite end, the dollar, let's look at a daily chart of this, continues to consolidate here. This is going to break one way or the other. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the point of control for the month of, for the year, 79.80. If we hold above that and the buying continues, then you want to stay long the dollar. You want to look to scale out of, names like any kind of equities. Just scale down. There's no reason to be long. We've had a pretty nice move, and hopefully you took advantage of some of it. So really, let's keep it simple. Hopefully we get some good trading opportunities come the end of the month and the beginning of next month. I'm sure there will be, and we'll take advantage of it. So take care, have a great evening, and I'll talk to you next time.